Good morning students, I am Purnima and once again I welcome you to my class of English. Today I am going to teach you some grammar portion and children I am going to teach you subject verb conquered. So first of all, what is the meaning or what do you mean by subject verb conquered? So subject verb conquered means subject verb agreement. That means there should be an agreement between a subject and a verb. Before starting this topic, children, let me tell you some basic tips related with subject and verb. So before starting this topic, I will be explaining you first of all what is a verb. Verb is not a new thing. I think you people have been hearing since class 2 or 3, when you people must be in second or third standard. You must be hearing this word verb. So in a layman language, what is a verb? Verb means that what a person or thing does. Like he eats. Eat is a verb here. She plays. Plays is a verb here. Okay. So what a person or thing does or what action is being done by the person or thing. Hari laughs. So laugh is a verb. Okay. Neeta kicks football. So children, Neeta kicks football. Here Neeta is a kick, here is a verb. Okay. So what is a verb? Verb means what a person or thing does. Like I eat. Eat is a verb. She dances. Dances is a verb. They play. Play is a verb. Or what action has been done by the people. Like Hari laughs. Laugh is an action. She kicks the football. Football is a verb here. So what is a verb, children? Verb tells us what does a person or thing does, what action has been done by person or thing, and children also what is the state of the person or thing. So what is the third point here? Third point is the state. Okay, the baby sleep. Sleep is the state and this is a verb. The cat is dead. So dead is referring to the state and it is a verb. Okay. So children, what is the meaning of subject verb agreement? That means the verb should agree with the subject. Okay. Now I will be explaining the topic later. So children, I have explained you about a verb. Now I will be explaining you what is a subject. Okay. So before explaining you about subject and subject verb agreement, you should know what is a subject. You should know what is a verb. So verb is clear to you. What is a verb? When a person or thing does something, that is a verb. When person or thing do some action, action is a verb. When person or thing they are in which state, state is a verb here. Okay, like you can see the baby sleep, here is a state. Then dead, the cat is dead, the dead here is a state. Okay, so children, now I will be telling you what is a subject. So I will be telling you subject and object, because until and unless you will not understand subject, you won't be able to understand subject verb conquered. So I will be explaining you that now. Sita dances on the stage. Now this you can see, children, read this sentence. Sita dances on the stage. So first of all, you have to identify what is the verb here. What is the verb here? It is dances. This is the verb here. Okay, dances is a verb here. Now, what is a noun or pronoun before the verb? What is a noun or pronoun before the verb? So what is a pronoun we don't have? And children, it is Sita. Sita is a noun, and children, noun or pronoun which comes before the verb is a subject. Is a subject. So children, Sita is a subject here and it is coming before the verb dance. And noun and pronoun which comes after the verb is an object here, like this on the stage. Stage is a place, noun. So noun or pronoun which comes after the verb is a object here. Okay, so two things you should know before understanding subject and verb, subject or verb. So what is that two things? First of all, Sita. Sita, the noun or pronoun which comes before the verb, that is subject. Noun or pronoun which comes after the verb, that is an object. Okay. So you can see that Sita, and one more thing, children. Sometimes we are having two objects, and sometimes we don't have any object. This also we have to see. So if you will not have any object in the sentence, don't feel that it is not correct. Okay, in subject and verb agreement, you only have to require two things. You only have to require two things. And what are those two things? One is subject and the other is verb. One is subject and the other is verb. Object is not required here. Okay, for this you have to pay attention. Now children, before teaching subject verb agreement, a few more things you should know. These are the basic tips, I think, which I must tell you. So you have to know what is a first person, what is a second person, and what is third person. So that I think you should know somewhere. What is first person? What is second person? Okay, first. What is first person? What is second person? And what is third person? Okay, and so I am writing it here. Okay, actually first person, second person and third person, it is a pronoun, but you should know, because that will also be required if I will teach you subject and verb agreement. So first person is I, plural is we. Okay, plural is we. Second person is you, then you, your. Third person is very important, he, she, it. Okay, any singular name. Or thing. And in plural we have children, they, them. Okay, so children, you can see it. Okay, so I will be telling you now what is a first person, what is a second person, and what is a third person. So first person is I. All right, first person is I in singular and plural is we. Second person is you, and here you can see you or your. Third person is he, she, it, any singular name or thing, and plural is children, they, them, etc. So children, you have to learn this thing. Without knowing subject, without having knowledge of verb or subject or person, this topic will not be clear to you. Okay, so now I feel that this you know what is a subject, you know what is a verb. Okay, and you also know now what is a first person, second person or third person. So this you are aware of. Now children, let me tell you one more thing before starting subject or subject verb or conquered, because if you are not aware of that topic, you won't be able to do it. So let's start. So children, the basics concepts are clear to you, and first of all, we all know subject. I think I have told you. Now I have to tell you about singular subject and plural subject. Okay. Singular subject and plural subject. Now children, if cow is the subject we are having, so singular is cow and plural will be cows. Similarly, boy, boys, child, children, woman, women. Okay. So these are children some of the subjects, and you can see that in subject, if you have to write singular number, so you have to write like this, and in plural number you can see in some of the cases s is added. So if you will make plural, s or es will be added to the subject. And in a very rare case you can see these are also plural, like child is a singular and children is a plural, women is singular and women is a plural. Okay, so now I think this is clear to you that in singular subject we don't add as, es. Okay, in plural subject we add as, sometimes we add es. Okay, now so exactly children what I want to tell you now, in this is a subject where in plural we add s or es. But what about verb children? I don't know whether you know this thing or not. In verb also children we have singular verb and plural verb. I think many children they don't know, any student they don't know about it. Okay, so children subject we add s or es to make it plural, but in verb it is vice versa. It is opposite. It is opposite in verb. Now in singular verb children s will be added, like in plural if it is there, to make it singular we have to add s, and in plural verb we don't have to add s. It is just opposite of subject. In subject what we have, in singular subject में क्या होता है, in singular subject cow is there, then cows. Okay, girls, girls. Okay, plural, and this is singular. But in verb children it is simply opposite. In singular subject you will be having s. In singular subject what you will be having? You will be having, in singular subject you have to put s in the verb, and in plural you don't have to put s, like dances. If singular verb is dances and plural verb is dance. Walks, singular verb, plural is walk. Okay, so children just remember this thing. In singular subject, okay, in subject I am telling, s or es is added with the plural, but in verb s or es is added with the singular. Like in this case you can see eats, it's a singular verb. Without S, we are having eat. This is a plural verb. Dances is a singular verb. Dance is a plural. So always remember, children, in subject, in plural we add S, but in subject, in children verb, we add S with what? We add S with singular thing if it is a verb. So children, all the basic thing I have told you just now. What are the basic thing I have discussed with you? What is the subject? What is the object? What is the verb? Okay. What is first person, second person, third person? And now I have also discussed with you what is a singular verb, what is a plural verb, what is a singular subject, what is a plural subject. Now children, if this will not clear to you, you won't be able to do subject verb agreement. All these things are needed to understand subject verb agreement. Now children, many people think that it is subject verb agreement is very complicated, but it is not, because the basic thing I have make you understand. If you will not understand this, then children, it would be difficult for you to understand, right? So now I will be starting the main topic, that is subject verb agreement. Okay, so there are so many points are here, so I will be starting with the first point. First rule of subject verb agreement is with singular subject we use singular verb, with plural subject we use plural verb. Children, this is rule number 1. We all know that subject comes before the verb, but if subject is singular, so we always use singular verb. Please try to understand this. With singular subject, we always use singular verb. Okay, like Satish eats mango. Now children, this is a sentence and this is a verb and this is a subject and this is object. Why this is a subject? Because this is a noun which comes before the verb eats. Now children, if you will read this sentence, Satish eats mango, you can see I have put S with the verb. I have added S with eats. What I have done? I have added S. Okay. So why this S is added here? Because children, subject is singular. Okay. What is the subject here? Satish. And this is this subject is singular. So the rule is with singular subject we use singular verb. And what is a singular verb? When we use S or ES with a verb, then the verb becomes singular. Okay, that's why the subject here is singular. So I am using here singular verb. That's why S is added with the verb. That's why S is added with the verb. Okay, Satish eats mango. S is added with the verb. Okay, Satish eats mango. So, I mean to say Satish eats mango. Here subject is singular, eat is verb, and since Satish is singular, so we have to use here what? With singular subject we have to use singular verb. So this is rule number 1. Okay, with singular subject we use singular verb. Alright, I hope it is clear to you. But children, if it is not clear to you, then you can watch my video again. In this video, I have explained you what is a subject, what is an object, what is a verb, what are kinds of persons are there. Then what is a singular verb, what is a singular, what is a subject. Okay. Now, so children, you can see this thing. Alright. Now, so now I am coming to the plural. Let's take plural because this rule is also there. Rule number 2. Plural subject, we use plural verb. So, children play in the park. Now children, if you will read this sentence, okay. So this is a verb, this is a subject, and this is object. Well, object is not needed here, but then we should know what is the object. So you can see children is plural here. And with plural, we are using plural verb. Why this is plural? Why? How do we know this verb is plural? Because s or es is not added with the verb. If s or es must be added with the verb, if s or es is added with the verb, then it is what? If s or es is added with the verb, children, then it will be singular verb. But this verb is without s or es. Without s or es. So this is plural verb. Okay. And rule number 2 is with plural subject we use plural verb. So I think this is clear to you. Children is plural subject and we are using plural verb here. Children play in the park. One more example, I will write it here. Boys go to the mall. Okay, subject is plural. This is plural verb. And one, if it is children, you can also write boy. A boy goes to the mall. A boy goes to the mall. You can see here the verb is singular. You can see the verb is singular. You can see the verb is singular. A boy goes to the mall. A boy goes to the mall. Okay. A boy goes to the mall. Now, a boy, singular subject. That's why s is added with the verb. Okay. But if you will see here, boys go to the mall. Here boys are plural. So we are not using s or es with the verb. It is plural. And if you will see here, a boy goes to the mall. A boy goes to the mall. So boy is singular here. Okay. And he goes to the mall. Right. So children, you can see our first rule is completed. Okay. So what is the rule here? With singular subject we use singular verb. With plural subject we use plural verb. So this is rule number 1 and rule number 2. So children, rule number 2 is related with the person. Rule number 2 is related with person, And you can see, children, in this rule number 2 is related with person, and the rules related with person are the following. So children, if the first person is singular or plural, it takes a singular verb. So you can write it. The first person, if it is singular or plural, it takes singular verb. It takes singular verb. So what is the rule, children? The first person, if it is singular or plural. So what was the first person singular? I told you it was I. And what was the first person plural? It was we. So if the first person will be singular or plural, the verb will always be singular. Like I like this movie. He liked this movie. No, we like. So here so with first person, okay, the verb is, we never put s or es with verb. I like this movie. We like this movie. Children, here you can write plural. Okay. If the first person, if it is a singular or plural, this is the first person, singular. And this is the first person, plural. Okay. So they take the plural verb after them. The first person, if it is singular or if it is plural, they take the plural verb after them. So this is rule number 1, related with person. Okay, this is related with person. Now rule number 2, the second person, singular or plural, take a singular verb. Okay, if it is a children second person, if it is second person singular or plural, okay, like then if it is rule 4, if it is second person singular or plural, then the verb is plural. He take, you take the plate. You is second person singular, plural verb. Okay, then your decision Okay, so this is rule number 2. If it is second person singular or plural, then the verb will be plural. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Then children, then the rule number 3. Whenever the person is whenever the person singular third person is that, it takes singular verb. So this is again an important rule. Rule 5. What is rule 5? If third person singular takes verb, then the verb will be singular. He likes to go. He is third person singular and likes is singular verb. Okay, so if third person singular is there, then the verb will be singular. If plural verb will be there, third person plural, then the verb will be plural, like they like him. This is what? Third person plural. This is plural verb. Okay, so I have told you about 5 rules. There are many important rules are there which will continue in my next video. And till then, goodbye children. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.